and welcome back to A Chapter a Day. It is Monday, February the 19th, and it's also President's Day for those of you who got the holiday off, which I think it's a federal holiday, yeah. So, it's also a bright and beautiful day outside. It is afternoon, and I am now about to do my reading of chapter 50. Oh my gosh! And that's the last chapter. We are finished with the book of Genesis after today. Yay! But I have to think of a way that I want to change up the something instead of just going straight into Exodus like I have been doing Genesis. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of a way to make it a little different, maybe to do an entire review of Genesis, all the books of Genesis. I'm not sure yet what I'll do, but wow, I didn't even realize. I thought we had one more after this, but this is it. So, as usual, thank you again for the viewers. Thank you again for past comments, for the listening, whatever you do when you join the channel. In review of chapter 49, Jacob is about to die, and before he does so, he gathers his sons together, and he's giving each one, starting with Reuben, the firstborn, unto Joseph, the lastborn. He's giving them like a rundown of his thoughts about them, what he's seen as their strengths and their weaknesses, the type of people that they will be, or the type of people that will generate from each of them. And each person has a special, I don't want to call it a prediction, but a testimony from their father Jacob as to what he has seen in them, and from his prophetic abilities, what he has seen. So from Reuben, the firstborn, to Benjamin, Benjamin is the lastborn, not Joseph. He's Benjamin's brother. He's giving each of them his blessings as well. And after that, he charges them once again with his burial, not to be in Egypt, but he told them in the cave of Ephron the Hittite, when, remember, I think it was Abraham that bought that cave, and he refused to take it for free. He made sure he paid for it, so nobody could later on say, well, this doesn't really belong to you because your father didn't pay. He paid for it, and that's where Jacob, also called Israel, would like to be buried. And when he had all of his agreements made with his children, he drew up his feet and yielded up the ghost, and that's how chapter 49 ended. So let's wrap up Genesis chapter 50. And Joseph fell upon his father's face and wept upon him and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servants, the physicians, to embalm his father, and the physicians embalmed Israel. And 40 days were fulfilled for him, for so are fulfilled the days of those which are embalmed. And the Egyptians mourned for him 70 days. And when the days of his mourning were past, Joseph spake unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found grace in your eyes, speak, I pray you, in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die in my grave, which I have digged for me, in the land of Canaan. There shalt thou bury me. Now therefore let me go up, I pray thee, and bury my father, and I will come again. And Pharaoh said, Go up and bury thy father, according as he made thee swear. And Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went up all the servants of Pharaoh, the elders of his house, and all the elders of the land of Egypt, and all the house of Joseph and his brethren and his father's house. Only their little ones and their flocks and their herds they left in the land of Goshen. And there went up with him both chariots and horsemen, and it was a very great company. And they came to the threshing floor of Atad, which is beyond Jordan. And there they mourned with a great and very sore lamentation. And he made a mourning for his father 7 days. And when the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, saw the mourning in the floor of Atad, they said, This is a grievous mourning to the Egyptians. Wherefore the name of it was called Abel Mizraim, which is beyond Jordan. And his sons did unto him according as he commanded them. For his sons carried him into the land of Canaan, and buried him in the cave of the field of Machpelah, which Abraham bought with the field for a possession of a burial place of Ephron the Hittite before Mamre. And Joseph returned into Egypt, he and his brethren, and all that went up with him to bury his father, after he had buried his father. And when Joseph's brethren saw that their father was dead, they said, Joseph will peradventure hate us, and will certainly requite us all the evil which we did unto him. And they sent a messenger unto Joseph, saying, Thy father did command before he died, saying, So shall you say unto Joseph, Forgive, I pray thee now, the trespass of thy brethren, and their sin, for they did unto thee evil. And now we pray thee, forgive the trespass of the servants of the God of thy father. And Joseph wept when they spake unto him. And his brethren also went and fell down before his face, and they said, Behold, we be thy servants. And Joseph said unto them, Fear not, for am I in the place of God? But as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. Now therefore fear ye not, I will nourish you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spake kindly unto them. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house, and Joseph lived 110 years. And Joseph saw Ephraim's children of the third generation, the children also of Machir, the son of Manasseh, who were brought up upon Joseph's knees. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I die, and God will surely visit you, and bring you out of this land unto the land which he sware to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones from hence. So Joseph died, being 110 years old, and they embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. And that is the end of Genesis chapter 50 and the end of the book of Genesis. Yes, we are complete finally on February the 19th with the reading of the book of Genesis, the beginning. That is what Genesis means. So I may have a different approach to Exodus, or I may decide to go into a book in the New Testament. I am not quite sure how I will continue reading the Bible, but definitely you can be sure that I will bring you again a chapter a day. So until then, have a wonderful day. Bye.